Because if somebody asks to access your contacts, your SMSs, you're giving them literally access to your phone. From a technical perspective, it does not take much for one to exploit your device and get whatever information they want.
The need for quick cash bailouts has led to the rise of money lending apps in Uganda. But questions on what standards these apps follow has raised suspicion to some members of the public.
Credit is still not as accessible as it should be, but we see banks have come up to give mobile lending on their banking platforms. The telecoms are giving us loans from mobile money, but also we have cropping up of all these other different services. Money lenders, I don't know if money lenders are becoming more tech now by going to creating apps and being able to find people where they always are on their phones. But I think as a market where credit is still not as accessible as it should be, we are finding loopholes where the financial institutions have to compete with the guys who are coming up to create apps and find ways to give these people money. But then you don't understand that this guy is regulated, what's the interest rate. So it feels like we're in a very disorganized market. You can't afford to go to a bank. This guy you can afford to go to is not, you're not sure if they're genuine or if what they're offering is actually being regulated.
Despite the existence of the Data Protection and Privacy Law of 2019, foreign-owned money lenders using the internet can operate in Uganda if their apps are listed on the Google or Apple app stores.
If somebody is not regulated, you can't hold them accountable. So they're able to do whatever they want. And if they're not regulated and you can't hold them accountable, you do not know if the interest rates they're offering are part of up to the market standard. You do not know if the means they're using to recover the loans they give are up to standard. You don't know the source of the money they're actually lending you. So when you go to these unregulated people to get money, you're literally, no one can defend you. You can't go to Bank of Uganda, Credit Reference Bureau, you cannot go to even the police because these guys are literally operating in no man's land.
While utilizing these applications, Ugandans have been advised to ensure that the application is running the money lending business legally.
We have a population that is desperate, despite knowing the fact that money lending business is regulated. They always opt for the shortcuts. Probably they say the shortcuts, I think they call them moving banks. The moving banks make it easier for them. But the more you transact with those moving banks or the unlicensed money lenders, is the more you subject yourself or yourselves to the terrible consequences that may result from the transactions.
If I'm desperate, I'll go to anybody that's offering me money. And if they're offering me money, I don't care about the interest rate. I need 100,000 to pay a medical bill. I don't care if you want 30% back. But 30%, who's checking if I can actually afford 30%? They're exploiting me. Who cares to see if I'm being exploited? Is government actually looking out for these people?
The Microfinance Regulatory Authority, UMRA, is mandated by law to license, regulate and supervise Tier 4 microfinance institutions and money lenders in Uganda.
At a certain point, we don't have control about who goes online, who goes on the internet. But we've licensed some of our institutions to carry out online transactions. We are obtaining a management information system, which we shall link to the systems of our licensees to enable us monitor their compliance with the law.
As of March 2022, over 1,200 microfinance companies are licensed to carry out money lending business, of which some are also allowed to operate using internet devices. The authority has also received 74 complaints related to regulation breach. Watulo Mark Arnold, UBC News in Kampala.